Along the river, surrounded by branches and root systems of a mangrove forest, musicians drift on a boat, performing music and engaging in ecoacoustical awareness, sensory activation, and perceptual openness, appreciating the higher order purpose of the river as a form of forest therapy. Through this video essay, I explore how a mangrove forest can affect sensory perceptual meaning and into the productions of thoughts and sounds. Questions like how our body matrix, peripersonal space, and bodily consciousness affects the mangrove, how we can engage in deep embodiment practices involving motor schemas and body memories to create a neurological binding with the wider ecology. How can humans listen, relate, correspond, and synthesize with the articulations present within living systems? Inspired by filmmaker Agnes Varda and her concept of the imagination of materials, the performers, like characters in a film, are given names and personalities that embody one aspect of the mangrove. Pneumanophore, Rhizophora, Microalgae, Vivipary. The performers engage in switching between two counter-opposed ways of thinking and being, the focus mode and the diffuse mode. This is applied to their instrument body and the perception of the river. Diffused awareness known as the multiplicity of sensation, or embodied processes that transcend our sensory modalities, known as the supramodal. The performers are in synthesis with their environment. For example, the instability of the boat is matched with the instability of air pressure and lip positions on the mouthpiece of the trumpet. As a top-down exercise to challenge subjectivity and the normative tourist approach to how people perceive the mangrove, I inquire into the relationship between cinema and how we experience ecology. Derived from a post-phenomenological perspective regarding the impact of cinema and the whole media landscape on people. The emphasis is not just what we see, but the processes behind what we see. If cinema can be thought of as a brain or a body that thinks, to quote Deleuze, then the mangrove is also a brain that can depict thoughts in an indirect way and simulate the production of thought. Thoughts and mental images are also an apparatus of organic processes, like how neurons extend their neurites through microtunnels to establish connections with each other to make structures of new thought. The mangrove is also a communal system of energetics, tunnels of material exchanges mainly through oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, salt, light, water, methane. What if we were to look at the mangroves through the Deleuzian concept of the neuroscience or thought images, which is when we project ourselves and our mental concepts onto images like a landscape or a root system. They are puzzling, gestural, and an indirect way of portraying thought and empathy towards characters and objects on screen. There's also op signs, purely optical, or son signs, acoustical images. In a process I call biological automovision, the mangrove aerial roots become op signs for the performer's son signs to internalize, correlate, and intensify their experiences. Mangrove neuroscience are embedded into body representations or body signs, then into acoustical images or acoustical signs. The practice of careful perception, higher order learning, and conceptual change about the mangrove can guide people to greater empathy, awareness, and attention to conservation. Like the body, a boat is also a heterotopia, together forming a heterotopic coupling. They are both moving spaces, capable of inhabiting spaces of otherness. It's about creating a juxtaposition of these spaces, all coalescing and coexisting within a placeless place.